Good morning from beautiful Maui, Hawaii. We have the waning Kane moon conjoined with Venus up there in the astrological sign of Gemini, with Mercury also rising just below the moon. Not sure if you can see that, but Mercury is also rising. So we've got the Mercury, Moon, and Venus all conjoined in the sign of Gemini. That's the sign of communication, of our mind. The Quicksilver Messenger, Mercury, rules Gemini. So in its ruling sign, Venus just entered Gemini, and the moon moves so quickly. It's in Gemini for the last of these waning phases before the new moon. Very sacred moments to a lot of native cultures, the Hawaiian culture, as well as many others, to revere these morning moons before the new moons, magical, mystical, spiritual time for meditation, for spiritual practices. And so this is a good time, with it being in Gemini, maybe to do some soul searching, some writing. Write down your thoughts, your dreams, your ideas that you want to bring into the new cycle, which will begin in a few nights with the new moon. In Hawaiian, the new moon is called Muka. It means invisible. So the moon will vanish, and then we'll see it right after sunset. This is considered the Kane moon, and it rises before sunrise. You can see the sun trying to rise on the horizon here, with the beautiful moon and Venus and Mercury down below. I'm going to go ahead and try to bring the phone up so you can also see Mars and Jupiter in Aries up here. So there's Mars and there's Jupiter, and then we have Saturn over here as well on the ecliptic. That's what makes the zodiac. So it's the planetary alignment. It's the parade of planets that a lot of astronomers and astrologers have been talking about for a while, because it's unusual and rare and won't happen again for about another 20 years, when we have all the planets lined up in their naturally occurring signs, which means they're signs they're associated with. Like the sun will be rising in Cancer now, and then we've got the Mercury in Gemini, its home sign, again, the moon in Gemini, and Venus in Gemini, which isn't her home sign, but she just moved out of Taurus, which is her home sign. And then the Mars, which I just showed you, but you can't really see it too good on this little device. But if you go out into the night sky before the sunrise, you'll be able to see it all for yourself. And it's all on the ecliptic, or the zodiacal path, is what consists of the zodiac, are the 12 signs. So with the Mars being in Aries, that's its home sign. Jupiter is also in Aries. And then we've got Uranus in Taurus, which you need a telescope to see. Neptune in Pisces, again you need a telescope, and Capricorn in Pluto. So that's the major planets that are in our solar system that we use in astrology, because they're all revolving around the same path as the sun, as the earth. We're all moving around the sun. So that's our planetary neighbors and our solar system, and that's what we use in the astrology charts when we calculate charts. And you can see them when you go out into the night sky. You can see them with the naked eye for the most part, and they're always in the same line as the sun and moon, because that's where the zodiac lies in the sky. And so that's how you can decipher if it's a planet or a star. They do look a lot alike in the sky, except we know that Venus and Jupiter are the brightest of all the celestial objects besides the luminaries, the sun and moon. Venus usually looks brighter because it's closer, and right now she is glorious. You can see her up there with the moon, and they love Venus and the moon together is so magical and so beautiful. So I'm wishing you all a very beautiful Sunday on the last of these waning moon nights into the new moon in a couple days. So if you go out and try to find the moon in a couple days, you won't be able to see her because she'll be Mukha. So I hope you can get out and enjoy the beautiful celestial skies. And if you're not an early bird and you don't like waking up before the sunrise, in a few nights, by Wednesday, we will be in the Hilo new moon, and you might be able to catch her right after sunset, the slightest little sliver. And that is the navigator moon, and so that'll navigate the whole new moon cycle. By then, she'll be in her home sign of Cancer, conjoining the sun, because that's what makes the new moon, is when the sun and moon are in the same sign. And then that will guide into the first lunation of the summer. So I hope you enjoy this beauty as much as I am. And thanks for tuning in. Aloha.